We've all been there, craving a juicy and sweet bite of kiwi, but having absolutely no idea how to even begin peeling it. Luckily, all you're gonna need is a knife and a spoon to cut it up 3 different ways. Oh yeah, and I'm Lynn in Brazil, and you're watching Evolving Table, where we make good food that's also good for you. Now, let's get back to that kiwi fruit. Make sure you've got a nice ripe one before you start cutting in. To figure this out, apply firm but gentle pressure with your thumb. It should give just a little bit, much like a peach or an avocado would. For the first method, we're going to be using a simple paring knife to peel the skin. You can also use a larger chef knife if that's all you have. Cut and remove both ends from the kiwi. Notice which end has a stem and make sure it is completely removed. Place the kiwi fruit flat side down on a cutting board. Starting from the top, place the knife into a piece of the kiwi flesh right next to the skin. As you can see, the skin is pretty thin, so you can put that knife right up against it. Trim a piece of the skin from the kiwi by cutting in a downward motion along the curvature of the fruit. Make sure you keep your knife completely in the flesh as you do this. Rotate the fruit and then repeat this around the entire kiwi until all of the skin is removed. For the second method, you're going to need that same paring knife, as well as a spoon with a relatively sharp edge. Once again, cut and remove both ends from the kiwi. Place the spoon into the kiwi where the flesh meets the skin. Gently work your way into the fruit while also beginning to rotate the kiwi. Keep the spoon in close contact with the skin as you work your way around the fruit. It will eventually become completely separated from the skin, and you'll end up with a cylinder of fruit and a round circle of peel that can be discarded. This last method was actually the very first way I ever learned how to cut a kiwi from my husband. It's a little different from the other 2 methods in that you'll first want to start by cutting the kiwi in half widthwise. Do not cut it lengthwise. You want to cut into the belly of the fruit. Place a spoon with a relatively sharp edge into the kiwi where the flesh meets the skin. Gently work the spoon into the flesh, staying in close contact with the skin. Once you get to the base, you'll want to scoop out the bottom and pull the kiwi fruit out. This can be a little more challenging on the side with the stem, so a spoon with a relatively sharp edge really comes in handy here. Then you can slice the kiwi into rounds, or cut it into cubes. It was so easy, right? If you want a few more ways to sharpen your knife skills, make sure you check out these other how to cut tutorials. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one. That got me salivating a little bit.